morning. Gentle stretch. I got my sweet potato smoothie, which sounds disgusting. It's all right. Find your easy seated position on the mat and begin to roll your shoulders up. Inhale, exhale, drop them down your back. Beginning to think of movement as nutrients for our body. And then take those shoulders the other way around. Inhale, exhale, take them around. You move or you don't move. It really doesn't matter. Your body will get stiff and sore, so you might as well move. We'll inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale and fold over to the right side. Inhale, take both arms up. Exhale, fold over to the left side. Big sigh. Inhale, take the arms up over the top of the head. And exhale, just let them go down the sides. From here, take your hands behind you and just lift your heart. Open your heart, maybe a little arch to that back. Big inhale. And then exhale and draw your hands to the fronts of your knees and round your spine. Big C curve to that back. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. We're going to extend the left leg straight in front of you. Find a little flex, kind of move the toe, point the toe, flex the toe. It's early. Hello. I'm not a morning person if you didn't know that. From here, we're going to walk our hands forward over the toe and let the head go. And find a stretch. And it's morning, so it's going to be different than maybe another time of the day. And if you're doing this in another time of the day, that's okay. You can stretch any time of day. Walking the hands up. I'm going to take the same leg to the side. Hi, kitty cat. Hey, that's my smoothie. That's my smoothie. Sit up nice and tall. And then begin to reach the hands forward on the exhale. Breathing into the stretch. Every exhale is a chance to kind of let go a little bit more. The breath tells the body that you're doing this on purpose. It's not actually torture. And never push so far that it really does feel like torture. Begin to walk the hands up. And we'll find that side stretch in this position, making sure the sit bones are connected to the ground. We'll take the left hand up to the sky, reach the right hand long, and reach away from that leg. And find some room in that hip flexor. Right at the point where your hip is. Inhale your way back up. We're going to reach for the toe, or maybe for the shin, or maybe for the thigh. Depending on how long your arms are, we'll reach the left hand or the right hand up to the sky. And stretch over. Find a breath here. Lift up a little taller and come back to center. I'm going to turn to face your right thigh. It's going to be facing the wall. We're going to go into like a little pigeon pose here. So if you're really tight, which especially in the morning, you might want to grab a block or something to kind of prop yourself up on. Use your hands. Turning toward that leg, finding some space, easing in. So I'm really stiff here. The idea is to come down all the way, but maybe you'll be up here with me. From here, we take the elbows down and sleep that pigeon. Add some rocking, some movement to this if you want, or not. All right, so now we're going to take this and we're going to do a little bit less yogi. I'm going to come up and we're going to actually sit in that hip. Oh my gosh. All the yogis are screaming right now. It's okay, because we're getting a stretch is what we're trying to do. Not make the yogi gods happy. From here, we'll take this hand to the ankle and we'll pull the knee in. Now, if you can't reach it and it doesn't want to, maybe just bend it and find that stretch. What we're going for is to find this quadricep stretch out. And again, this is like a tight muscle, whether you do anything or don't do anything. If you just spend your day sitting, which none of us do, right? But if you do, this is going to be tight. But if you're a marathon runner, this is going to be tight. So if you're human, it's going to be tight muscles. From here, you're going to take the foot down and you're going to extend the opposite leg out. And a bit of a jazz split here. Now, if this is too intense already, you can bring this back knee in a little closer, making sure it's not overly bent. Protect your knees. And then we'll walk our hands forward if there's space in that hamstring. Begin to notice where you hold tightness. Is the tightness in the quad more? Is the tightness in the hamstring? Is it both? Is it everywhere? This is such a difference from if I did this later on in the day. The feeling of it. Oh, good. And walk the hands up. From here, we're going to lay straight back off of those hips. We're going to walk our hands back until we feel the stretch. So you might be able to go back all the way, or maybe just to the elbows, or maybe just on the hands. So whenever you feel the stretch, it's fine. And then from right here, we'll walk our hands up. We're going to flip the back leg up and around, bring the knee in and open it up. And then now the right leg comes to the front, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So flexing that foot, sitting up nice and tall. Find your sit bones and reach forward. Be always, always gentle with yourself. Walk the hands up and take the leg over to the side. Wherever it'll go. Sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to reach this right hand up to the sky and lean over and stretch. I'd like to say I'm better at mirroring later on in the day when it's not so early, but I'm probably not. It's hard enough for me to know my rights from my left sometimes, and then try to reverse it makes it even harder. I'll take it the other way. Big stretch here. Inhale your way back up to the top. Take those hands, reach forward, walk your hands forward and find that stretch. Find that stretch in that glute. Those muscles can get tight too. And begin to walk the hands up to the top. We're going to turn towards this bent knee to find our pigeon pose. So coming up on top, just kind of maneuver your way around and then sink back. And once you're there, go ahead and fold forward. Find your sleeping pigeon, which I wouldn't mind doing a little bit more sleeping myself right now. From here, walk this up and sit in that hip. Sit back into that hip and begin to pull that back leg up towards you and find the stretch along the quad. Now, if you could, you could do pigeon up on top and do the whole big thing, but it's more gentle because it's early and it's Monday. Release the leg back down, and then you'll extend the front leg out. So that left leg reaches out. And then if there's space, begin to walk those hands forward and find the stretch on the back of the leg. Go ahead and walk this up, and then we'll take and lay straight back. Maybe coming to our elbows, maybe coming all the way back. So there isn't like a wall behind you or a curtain behind you. And then we begin to walk this back up to the top. We're going to flip the back leg over, take both legs around to the front, find staff pose. Inhale the arms up to the top, and exhale and fold forward. Finding that hamstring stretch. And from here, we're starting the day, so I'm not Shavasanaing you. We're going to take us to our hands and knees. If you want a Shavasana, you can do it. I'm not ever going to stop you from doing a Shavasana, but for me, I got to get going. Take our hands underneath the shoulders. Take your knees underneath your hips. Go ahead and find a couple cat-cows. Drop the belly. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Drop the chin into the chest. Enjoy. Inhale. Open the heart. Exhale, round it up. I'm going to tuck the toes under. I'm going to gradually get up to our first downward facing dog of the day. Send those hips up to the ceiling. Send those heels back. There's maybe a bend in the knees. More than usual. Heels are probably lifted a bit more than usual. It's early. Begin to walk your hands or your feet into your hands. Make your way up to a forward fold. Once we get here, go ahead and take one hand to each elbow. Nod the head up and down, side to side. Find each vertebrae just pulling apart from each other. Big length. This is your inversion. It's about all the inversion I can handle this early in the morning. Take your hands to your feet. Begin. I'm so glad it's getting light out this early though now. A couple weeks ago it would be dark at this time. From here, take those arms up the sides. Inhale. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Let your shoulders glide away from your ears. Take a deep collected breath with me in the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. It's going to be a good day. Namaste.